This is just what it was like when we were courting.
Oh, I hope we're still courting. I want us to be courting always.
Oh, here we go. Post-coital analysis of relationship coming up. In the good old days, before government health warnings, you could just light up a cigarette and enjoy the silence.
Well, if you want something to do with your hands.
Of course, we will always be courting. What could be more like courtship than you coming over to my place for a snatched moment of passion?
Dark little rooms and sleep in late afternoons.
Beautifully put.
Yeah, it's a song I used to love in the 60s about adultery.
We can hardly call this adultery. We're divorced.
No, I'm divorced. You are not quite divorced.
An oversight, an oversight. In a few days, I will be a free man.
And then we can be married.
And I can say goodbye to freedom.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it, just the two of us?
Very nice indeed. Little too much chat, but apart from that...
No, I do like it here, Bill. When we're at my place, I feel sort of watched.
Well, we usually are. There's that damn great dog of yours on the end of the bed, for one thing. Plus two teenagers appearing at inconvenient moments.
It's called parentis interruptus.
Yes.
But they come with me as part of the package, I'm afraid. It's not a problem, is it?
Well, let me put it this way. When our eyes met across a crowded art department, I didn't say, oh, goody, look, a mother of two with a large dog, just what I want.
I see.
It's you I wanted.
Past tense.
It's you I want. Thank you. The rest will take time. Mind you, I think the dog and I understand each other.
Hannah and Joe do like you, you know.
Yes, well, I like them too. Come on, you've got to go.
What?
Come on, vacate the premises, you hussy. I've got a job of work to do, even if you haven't.
Oh, couldn't we just linger a bit?
You've lingered long enough as it is. Come on, I've got a meeting with the editor, and you've got to go back home and finish those drawings for the spring issue.
Have we discussed my fee?
You want money as well?
Oh, Joe. Not the Tottenham video again.
Well, have a word, Ref. What'd you do that for, Mum?
I fancy a bit of George Michael. Where's Hannah?
She's gone to the dentist. She waited for you as long as she could. Caroline's mum gave her a lift.
God, I completely forgot about it.
She tried ringing you at Vista magazine, but they said you weren't there.
No, I wasn't there. Joe, what is that in your ear?
Pardon?
Don't joke. What is it?
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
It's an earring.
I can see that.
Well, what'd you ask for, then?
Well, don't be cheeky. Take it out.
No.
Yes, this minute. Whatever possessed you... Where did you get it done?
In the high street. Neil had his done as well.
Whatever for?
Had to be done.
No, it didn't. It looks completely stupid, Joe. What a waste of money.
Wasn't much.
Anyway, I'm not discussing it. Take it out.
No.
Yes, now. You're not going round with an earring in your ear.
Well, what shall I put in my ear, then?
Don't answer back.
Why don't you like it? I think it looks good.
Well, that just shows your complete lack of judgment then, doesn't it?
Oh, that's your opinion.
Hello, you two. No fillings. You'll be delighted to hear.
You should have had a zip put on your mouth instead.
Oh, thanks for your concern.
Hannah, look what he's done.
What?
He's had his ear pierced.
Oh, that's nothing, Mum. Wait till he's had his head shaved.
I think it looks terrible.
Well, it's not that bad. He looks a bit of a pilchard, but it's better than that Tottenham Hotspur hat he was wearing.
Oh, careful.
I don't know what's the matter with you two.
There's nothing the matter with us.
Yes, there is. You're ganging up on me.
Mum, I haven't got time for you to throw a moody. I'm going to Steve's.
No, you're not. Come here. I want to talk to you. Become impossible ever since you came back from your father's in Florida.
What? Don't talk daft, Mum.
It's true. I don't know what you got up to out there.
We didn't get up to anything. We couldn't. He was with us all the time.
He took me shark fishing. We did everything together.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying anything, Mum.
You saying I'm neglecting you, that I spend too much time with Bill, I'm ignoring you?
I'm not. Are you, Joe?
No, don't know what she's on about. Can I go to Steve's?
It's the well-known maternal guilt complex. They all suffer from it.
You know that I have to work, but I think we should do more things together.
Oh, no.
Yes, family outings and things. Well, we never walk the dog together. We could go for walks in the countryside. We could go to the coast.
You build sandcastles.
Mum, I'm quite happy to get on with messing up our lives without interference, if it's all right with you.
Hannah, would you like me to knit you a jumper?
No, Mum, don't. Promise you won't.
All right. I know. I'll make a cake.
Morning, darling.
Oh, clear off, Liza. I'm preparing for a meeting.
You wouldn't speak like that to anyone else on the staff.
You're not on the staff.
I am, almost.
You wheedled your way in by deception.
I am a design consultant, my darling, and I've come to show you some swatches.
No, thank you.
Of material so that you can choose fabrics for your office as befits an art editor.
Some other time.
You're still cross with me, then?
Let's say if I thought I had half a chance of getting away with it, I'd throw you straight through that window.
Well, that is hurtful. After all worked out for the best, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
I saved you from a torrid tumble into a marriage that was doomed to disaster.
Who says so?
Me and anyone else who knows you.
You don't know me, Liza. You were just married to me once, that's all.
You'll thank me in time.
I can feel pretty certain that I won't.
It's given you a chance to reconsider.
Look, as soon as the decree absolute comes through, I am marrying Faith.
Well, I think you should see it as a lucky escape.
From what?
From someone who could never make you happy.
How the hell would you know?
Well, it's obvious. Look how bad-tempered you are these days.
I wonder why. Well, I'm off now. Goodbye, Liza, and I don't want the Paisley.
Hello, the art editor's phone.
Hello, could I speak to Bill McGregor, please?
You've just missed him, I'm afraid. He's gone to a meeting.
Oh.
Can I take a message or something?
Yes, this is Faith Grayshot.
Oh.
I'm a freelance artist.
Yes, I know, and a jolly dependable one, too, I've heard.
Thank you very much.
And you were going to marry Bill, weren't you?
What?
I'm so sorry it all went wrong.
No, I'm still going to marry Bill. There's just a slight delay.
I think you're being awfully brave.
Do you?
Men do sometimes get cold feet, don't they?
Bill didn't get cold feet. There was a problem.
I understand. It's important to hold on to your dignity, isn't it?
My dignity is in no danger of departing, thank you very much, and I don't see that it's any business of yours.
You may be right. It's just one becomes sensitive to one's colleagues.
Sensitive?
Yes.
Ah, you think you're sensitive?
Hard to believe of a tough businesswoman, I know.
Harder than you know. Well, I've got things to do.
A new life to build.
No, just inflating my shoulder pads.
We're all frantically jealous of you at the office. Bill's such a catch, so good with women.
No, he's not.
Have you thought it might be a warning?
What?
When fate steps in.
Well, it wasn't fate, it was incompetence.
Might be trying to tell us that some things are just not meant to be.
It's raining out.
Oh,
Better drive to the restaurant unless you want to get soaked. Are you ready?
not quite.
Well, come on, hurry up. I'm starving. Oh, by the way, good news. I've managed to let the flat.
I see.
Well, try not to sound too thrilled.
I spoke to an absolute cow on the phone today, and don't make a joke about my mother.
I wasn't going to. What's the matter with you?
It was someone in your office.
Oh, yes?
Yes. I phoned up, and this completely awful woman answered and said you were good with women.
Really?
Yes. She said you were a catch, and I was lucky to have you.
Well, it all sounds perfectly acceptable so far.
Who is she, Bill?
Well, how should I know?
Oh, you do. You're being shifty.
Well, I might have a faint suspicion, but can we talk about this over dinner?
No.
Look, stop seething, can't you?
I will continue to seethe until you tell me what's up.
Nothing's up. Well, I think it was probably Liza you spoke to, that's all.
Liza?
Yes,
Your ex-wife?
that's the one.
What the hell is she doing answering your phone?
She's talked her way into designing the offices.
Talked her way. You are working with your ex-wife?
Well, I'm not working with her, just in the same office.
I'm stunned, speechless.
I beg to differ.
It's so underhand, Bill, getting Liza a job.
I didn't get her a job. She met the editor at some dinner. The whole thing is a pure coincidence.
And you believe that?
Oh, why shouldn't I?
Horseradish.
Well, it all happened when I was away. When I got back, there she was.
Filing her stilettos in a pencil sharpener.
Installed as a designer.
Bill. It's you she's got designs on.
Don't be ridiculous. We're divorced, finished.
Well, she doesn't see it like that. She's an interfering old bat.
Well, she's not going to interfere with me.
She already has. Can't you see she is driving a wedge between us? Already you are keeping secrets from me. Why didn't you tell me she was working there?
Because she would have overreacted exactly as you're doing now.
No, I wouldn't.
And what would you have done then?
I'd have said thank you for telling me and given my regards.
Oh, please.
I would. I'm upset because you've deceived me.
I did not deceive you. It seemed pointless making a big deal about it when you didn't need to know.
Need to know? You've been reading too much John le Carré. Oh, that'll be her now. I expect she's coming to dinner with us. Oh, Jill.
Faith, hello, how are you?
As well as can be expected for the end of the day. Come in, have a cup of tea.
Oh, no, thanks. I won't stop.
How are you?
Oh, fine. How's the family?
Unreasonable, lazy, rude, much the same as usual. Joe's being a particular pain at the moment.
Is he?
He's had his ear pierced.
Yes, I noticed.
Oh, you've seen him already, have you?
Oh, only briefly today. They're a worry, aren't they, teenage boys?
Are you worried about Stephen?
Well, I'm not sure. His schoolwork's gone downhill. How's Joe?
Oh, still in the should try harder category.
Oh, well, Stephen's been skipping lessons, I've discovered.
Has he? Oh, Jill, you must be worried.
Oh, well, you don't think Joe has, then?
No. Do you?
I think he just might have been. Oh, Faith, I hate to tell tales, but when I came back from work early today, Stephen and Joe were watching videos, and I'm sure they should have been at school.
Ah, I see.
Oh, sorry to tell you, I feel awful.
No, I'm glad you did. Well, I'll call you tomorrow when I've tackled Joe.
I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings.
Oh, don't worry, there's a lot of it about today. Goodbye.
Bye.
Can we go now? By the way, did you hear what I said? I've managed to let the flat.
Never mind that now. We're going to have to cancel dinner tonight. I want a word with my son. See, Hannah showed me my horoscope. No less than 5 planets are gathered in the most sensitive area of my solar chart.
Have they been summoned to this meeting as well?
Apparently, a head-on conflict around the time of the full moon can free me from the narrow, restricting life that is bound to stunt my potential in the future.
You don't believe all that rubbish, do you?
Oh, people born under Aries always say that.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't rule my life by it, no, but, well, sometimes when I read my horoscope, it does seem to underline what I'm feeling.
Does it? How interesting. So you feel your growth may be stunted around the full moon?
It might be. Just think maybe it was an omen, us having to cancel the wedding.
You called it a hanging offence.
Yes, well, I was upset then, but, you know, perhaps we weren't supposed to get married. Well, not yet, anyway.
OK.
Yeah, well, I just think perhaps we should cool things for a bit, that's all.
What's all this about, Faith? Don't you love me anymore?
No, it's not that, Bill.
Well, what?
I think I'm being a bad mother, and I think it's because we're living in sin, it's having a bad influence on them.
No, you are not, and they are perfectly normal teenagers.
Bill, Joe's had his ear pierced.
Well, he can be a bridesmaid, then.
I've been neglecting them, and they're getting out of control.
Oh, I see. So your idea is to give me the elbow, sort out the truculent offspring, then invite me back when it's all sweetness and light, maybe.
Well, that's not how I meant it to sound.
Well, don't you think I might be able to help with Joe?
No, frankly.
Oh, thank you very much, and why not? Well, no, don't tell me, because I've only known him for a few months, and I couldn't possibly have a useful contribution to make, could I? After all, I'm not a proper father, am I?
I never said
All
that.
right, have it your own way. Ring me when the full moon has waned. After all, we mustn't upset you with all those planets barging through your sensitive solar chart, must we? Sure.
Oh, hello, Bill. Same again.
He's right.
Seen a bit more of you these days.
That's true. Can't keep a good customer down, even at your prices. What do you know about teenagers, Ray?
I know that according to them, they're all over 18 and they never have the right change.
No. I mean, teenage years, you know, rebel without a cause, sulking and getting your ears pierced and stuff.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah. Saturday night, Boy Scout dances. The time when heaven was an unhooked bra. How about you?
Ah, yes. Very painful.
Oh, you mean searing emotions, unrequited love?
No, I mean tight trousers and pointed shoes. Hundreds of lads all trying to be different by looking like everybody else. Hardly seemed worth it.
Yeah, but you're horribly sensible, Bill. I just hope my lot are like you when they reach teenage. But I doubt it. Do you know, I think we do our best business from the fathers of teenagers. We all come in here to get away from the rows at home.
Well, that's very reassuring.
Best left to women, in my opinion, bringing up children. I know it's an unpopular point of view these days, you know, look, the husband seeing all the gubbins at birth, but men and women were born for different things. I mean, do I expect Marlene to connect up the stereo?
You sent for me.
I did.
Although how you have the nerve to summon me when I am a freelance consultant hired by your editor.
What is all this? Are you sure it isn't part of the scenery for Brigadoon?
Oh, darling, you said you didn't really care about your office decor, so I thought you'd like tartan with your Caledonian heritage and everything.
Tartan I quite like, but if I wanted tartan, it would be Clan McGregor, not Clan Porridge Oats.
I think it looks masterful and striking.
It looks like Culloden after the battle.
You signed for it. Look.
A very poor signature. You never did get the M quite right, did you? Even on my cheques.
You are in a bad mood today. Been having a tiff with Miss Perfect.
I beg your pardon?
Your little Faith.
There is nothing little about Faith.
Big girl, isn't she?
She said you implied that you knew things about me that she didn't.
Well, I do.
Only what I'm like when I am very unhappy. You are making things very difficult between us.
Oh, am I?
But fortunately, we have a relationship that will survive jealousy and petty meddling.
Petty meddling?
And don't change the subject. You put up this ruche tartan taffeta just to get back at me, didn't you? You will not accept the fact that it's all over between us.
Oh, Bill, don't be ridiculous. You sound like a sulky teenager.
And you just act like one. Well, no teenagers are going to come between Faith and me, whatever their age.
Oh, Bill.
Hello, Joe. Is your mother in?
She's gone to the school.
Oh? Why?
See the headmaster.
You in trouble?
The ducks float.
I see.
Those flowers.
Yes.
Suppose you want to come in.
Will you get a refund?
What?
From your charm school course?
Oh, don't you start as well.
What's the matter, Joe?
Nothing's the matter. Why does everybody keep asking me what's the matter?
I'm sorry. Nothing to do with me. I'll see you later.
Bill,
Yes?
you didn't mention the earring.
No, I didn't.
Well,
Well, what?
what do you think?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah, go on.
I would have gone for the pearl drop. But then, I was always a fashion leader. I take it your mother's not too keen on the earring, then?
No, she's not keen on anything I do right now.
You're just going through a bad patch. Sometimes people get on each other's nerves. I should know.
Oh, she's getting on your nerves as well?
No. Actually, I'm thinking about Dennis, the bloke who's renting my flat. He thinks life is one long party.
He sounds all right.
Yeah, only in small doses, believe me. I prefer not to come home after a hard day and find half a dozen layabouts sprawled around my sitting room listening to Dennis's terrible jokes.
You're still having a few laughs.
Look, can I put these in some water?
OK. Just as long as it isn't an excuse for giving me a lecture.
Why should it be?
Mum's been giving me lectures every 5 minutes.
Has she?
Didn't she tell you?
No, she's not speaking to me.
God, she says I have moods.
Hi, I made a sponge.
Oh, where?
There.
Oh, I thought you said a sponge.
I did. It is.
What's the matter? Was the shop shut?
There's nothing like homemade, is there?
Certainly isn't. Oh, nice flowers.
Yes, Bill bought them for me.
Oh, you're speaking again?
Well, we will be soon.
Is he here?
No, he brought them round last night while I was out. He gave them to Joe.
Oh, I suppose he's got to expect flowers now he's wearing earrings.
I think Joe gets along all right with Bill, you know.
Oh, he gets on with anyone who doesn't have a go at him.
Says Bill didn't say anything nasty about his earring.
That's because Bill is as reactionary as you, Mum. Can I have some money?
And I think that Joe listens to Bill, don't you?
Probably. Could you listen to me? I'm leaving early for my field trip and I'm trying to get organised.
I mean, I know Joe's probably going to be an almighty pain for a while. Do you remember what you were like?
Charming, witty, helpful.
Argumentative, stubborn and rude.
Oh, I take after my mother.
But you're all right now, aren't you, most of the time? Well, some of the time.
Thanks very much.
Hannah, you do really like Bill, don't you?
Yes, Mum, for the 100th time. Getting together with Bill was the best thing you've done since you opened my savings account. For goodness sake, make it up with him.
It'll affect us all, you know, if we marry.
It affects us a lot more if you don't. You're driving us up the wall at the moment.
All right, I'll ring him in a minute, but first, let's have a nice cup of tea and a bit of cake.
What, that cake?
Yes?
No, thanks.
What's wrong with it?
Well, apart from the fact that it looks like a biscuit and feels like a doorstop, nothing at all.
Open packet A, add water. I did all that. It says it's foolproof.
You've always had a problem with sponges, Mum.
come on, I bet it tastes lovely.
I bet it doesn't.
After all the trouble I've gone to.
Well, I didn't ask you to make a sponge, did I?
I'll ask Joe. He'll have some.
That's true. He'll eat anything.
Yes?
Bill, thank you for the flowers.
Oh, it was no trouble.
Joe said you liked his earring.
Did he?
I miss you, Bill.
Yes, well, it's not very convenient at the moment.
What's not convenient?
What you said.
You've got people there, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Sound like you're having a good time.
I can't complain.
You're not missing me at all, are you?
Well, of course I am. Oh, God.
Joe, tea's ready.
Not hungry.
Well, you'll have to be. I want to eat now. Because I'm going out in a minute to have a wonderful evening!
Hello?
Hello, Hannah. It's Bill.
Oh, hi.
Is your mother there?
No, she's gone out.
Oh, only I rang earlier, but there was no reply.
Oh, God, don't tell Mum. I just went round to Caroline's for 5 minutes, but I'm supposed to stay in to make sure Joe doesn't go out.
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
Why?
He's run away from home.
Run away? How'd you know?
Because fortunately, he ran here.
He ran away to you.
Well, don't sound so surprised.
I suppose it's because they had a row. Mum made this cake and Joe gave it to the dog.
Yes, well, I can see that would upset her.
Well, you didn't see the cake. But what really made her hit the roof was the dog turned his nose up at it as well.
I suppose Joe thought that was funny and your mother didn't.
Exactly. She's driving us up the wall at the moment, trying to be the proper mother. Try and get her back to normal, Bill.
I'm still trying to get her to speak to me.
Are you bringing Joe back?
No, he may as well stay here now. It's late enough, and it's Saturday tomorrow.
Right.
Just make sure that your mother knows he's over here, OK? And she can phone me in the morning.
OK.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Faith?
Bill?
Yeah?
Oh, what are you doing ringing me at this hour? What hour is it? Oh, Bill, it's Saturday morning and I had a late night.
I thought you would have been ringing me at the crack of dawn.
You overestimate your appeal.
Do you want to talk to Joe?
Well, not particularly. We had an appalling argument last night. Anyway, he's still asleep.
No, he's not.
Well, how do you know?
He's standing beside me. Didn't Hannah give you the message?
No. Hannah! What message?
Well, Joe ran away from home last night.
What?
Well, it's all right, it's all right. He ran here.
What's all the shouting about?
Have you got a message for me?
Don't think so.
Think harder.
Oh, yeah, Joe's at Bill's.
Hannah, why didn't you leave me a note last night?
I'm sorry, I forgot a case. No big deal. It's perfectly all right.
Didn't it occur to you... Bill, I'm coming now.
Well, do you want a word with him?
Oh, yes, all right.
Hello?
Oh, Joe, what a Joe, I want you to come home.
Only if I can have fried egg sandwiches. Bill's just made me one.
All right, Joe, I'll get it. Oh, come in, Faith.
I won't stop.
Hello, Mum.
OK, get your things. You're coming home with me.
Hang on a minute, I'm watching the football.
I'm not talking to you, Joe. I'm talking to Bill.